This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Waite Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Saturday. Great day to stop by. First Light Coffee in downtown Roanoke, open until 3 p.m. this afternoon. Get yourself a hug and a mug and enjoy First Light Coffee on this dreary, cloudy Saturday morning. Rain will start this afternoon, so stop by and see Jessica and the crew this morning at First Light Coffee in downtown Roanoke. They're located at 908 Main Street in beautiful downtown Roanoke. Also, get in touch with Jamie Dukas. Jamie can save you money just in time for Christmas on your insurance. Now, he can write in Alabama and in Georgia. He can handle your personal and commercial insurance. You owe it to yourself to at least find out how much he can save you. There is zero obligation. All you have to do is scan the QR code on the screen, click the link at the top of the video, or call Jamie at 256-831-7770. You can also check him out online. You see the website address there on the screen. But whatever you do, get in touch with Jamie today and be sure and tell him Dr. Don sent you. All right, let's take a look at what's going on across the country this morning. First of all, let me remind you to subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube and click that little bell so that when we go live to cover severe weather, you'll get that push notification. We're not anticipating any severe weather, at least through Friday of this upcoming week, though it is going to be a wet Saturday night and Sunday across East Alabama and West Georgia, thanks to a low-pressure system developing down in the Gulf of Mexico. I'll show it to you in just a few minutes. I don't think it's a complete washout for East Alabama and West Georgia, but if you get on over into middle Georgia and up into the Carolinas, it is going to be an absolute mess tonight and tomorrow. We'll show you all of that coming up in just a bit here on Dr. Don's Weather. First of all, though, let's take a look at your current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. You got 43 degrees currently. It's a cool start to your Saturday morning. Cloudy skies, wind out of the north at 8, gusting to 12. It's going to be breezy today. Humidity 64%. The barometer is at 30.34. Dew points at 32. No rain in the bucket just yet. That'll probably change this afternoon and tonight. High temperature yesterday was 59. Sunrise this morning was at 6:36, and the sun sets this evening at 4:37 p.m. Going to be a cloudy day. It's going to be breezy. We'll head for 56 this afternoon in Roanoke, 57 in Ashland, Lineville. Wedowee makes it to 56. Franklin tops out at 56, and Valley will hit 59 degrees this afternoon. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent, will give you a 40% chance of rain. That'll be after 3 o'clock this afternoon. This low-pressure system that's down in the Gulf of Mexico is going to make a glancing blow at East Alabama and West Georgia. It's going to stay well off to the east, though, so it's not going to be as big a deal here as it will be further to the east. Cloudy Saturday, light rain possible later on this afternoon. 56 will be your high. Down to 47 tonight. We'll increase that chance of rain to 80%. But again, folks, that doesn't mean it's going to be a lot of rain. It just simply means there's an 80% chance that you'll see at least a raindrop in your front yard. So a lot of people associate the percentage with the amount of rain you're going to receive, and that's not always the case. 80% chance of rain could be valid if you just receive a 5-minute shower. So you got the rain. There you go. So not a heavy rainfall event for East Alabama and West Georgia if this low-pressure system behaves like it's supposed to. There is a little bit of a question mark there, and I'll explain that in just a bit. 40% chance of rain to start your Sunday morning. We go mostly cloudy by mid-morning. I think maybe even a peek at the sun by tomorrow afternoon. 57 will be the high. Going to be cold tomorrow night, down to 38. Then on Mondays, we start your work week. Most of you, or a good bit of you anyway, are off next week, especially if you have anything to do with the school. Mostly sunny on Monday, 53. Look at the overnight low, down to 28 on Monday night. Tuesday, 47 is all we'll do. Tuesday will certainly be the coldest day of the week. 25, your overnight low on Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, partly sunny skies, 51 on Wednesday, 56 on Thursday. Overnight lows hanging out in the upper 20s to low 30s. Let's take a look at your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. I'm going to spend a minute here because I want to explain to you what's taking place. And we will get the old telestrator turned up here. Let me show you a couple of things. We have a couple of different features this morning. We have a cold front coming in from the west. That cold front is going to continue moving off to the north and northeast, but look what's happening down here in the Gulf of Mexico. Here is our low pressure system, and that is going to move in this general direction. Now, what's going to happen is you see where the rain shield is. It's not very wide. That's the outer edge of the rain. And as the day progresses, that's going to lift off to the north and to the east. So I think just the outer northwest side of that's going to actually move across East Alabama and West Georgia. So at least for the moment, we think the heaviest rainfall out of this system is going to be in this general area, and you see it's just barely south of our coverage area. I think south of I-85 is where we're going to see the heaviest rainfall. That's I-85 right there. So I think the really heavy stuff is going to be all down in this area, across East Alabama and West Georgia. I'm thinking maybe a half inch of rain, and the majority of that may actually come from this front that's off to our west, moving off to the east this afternoon. So not looking at a big deal. It will be breezy from time to time. That'll be the wind gradient associated with this low pressure system. This will have the potential of being a pretty vigorous system by the time it gets up the eastern seaboard up into the northeast. And there's still a little bit of a question as to the exact track of this. If it were to track a little bit further to the west, or maybe a little bit further north than the anticipated track, then that would certainly increase our rain across East Alabama and West Georgia. But we're so close to this event now, I feel pretty confident on the track. I believe that low pressure is probably going to track up into South Georgia, somewhere between Macon and Savannah, and then continue on up toward Columbia, South Carolina. And if that is exactly what happens, then I think the better range will stay east of places such as Roanoke, Lafayette, and Auburn as we go throughout this afternoon. Hey, don't forget to follow us over on Twitter. It's at DSTREN1040. We broadcast all of our weather information on Twitter, just as we do on Facebook, YouTube, and at DrDonWX.com. That's our home on the World Wide Web. If you live in Randolph County, don't forget to text the word ALERT to 256-540-8664 so you'll get that important information from the Randolph County Emergency Management Agency. HyperReach is brought to you by the Randolph County Commission. And if you own a business, if you are a member of a civic organization, county, or municipal government, and you'd like to be a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather, we would love to have you. And all you have to do is send me a message on Messenger, and I'll explain to you how we can have you started by the time we do our next weather forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will be first thing tomorrow morning, unless this low pressure system takes a little different course. If that were to happen, then I'll come back and give you an update later this afternoon and this evening. Either way, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back in here next time on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, Heron's Tree Service, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Share us with all of your friends and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.